Hello everybody, and welcome to Yoshi 1 Kenobi's Quintorius combo deck for Strixhaven on day 1. So what are we playing? Quintorius, the Field Historian. It's a 2/4/4/5 that's willing to explore the depths of your graveyard, and every time one or more card leaves your graveyard, you get to create a 3/2 red and white spirit creature token. Also, your spirits get +1/+0, so as long as you keep Quintorius, these are 4/2s. What is the best way to remove cards from your graveyard, one at a time, so you keep on triggering Quintorius? The answer is simple: Titan's Nest, which allows you to, well, first of all, put cards in your graveyard and help you dig for Quintorius during your upkeep, but also you get to exile cards from your graveyard one at a time to generate colorless mana, which you can do at instant speed as long as you hold full control. And I won't emphasize enough, holding full control to activate Titan's Nest. Now, with this combo in place, we get to transform every single card in your graveyard into 3/2 white and red spirit creature tokens. And hopefully, on your next turn, you'll get a swing back and take down your opponent in one fell swoop. So there's a few challenges that we need to address with the rest of the deck. Finding the combo pieces, finding the colors to cast the combo, because Quintorius and Titan's Nest are on the opposite end of the mana spectrum, so we need access to all 5 colors. And then we also need to have enough cards in the graveyard to guarantee that our attack with the tokens is going to take down our opponents. So we want to fill our graveyard, find our colors. If you look at the mana base, we're using the triomes, we're using some basics, and we're going to fix it using Binding the Old Gods, finding these forests that are really a lot more than forests, and using Cultivate to find the missing basics that we're looking for. As for the core of the deck, we're trying to stay within the golgari colors, within the exception of Cathartic Reunion, so that the base of our mana is all going to be around green and black, and then using Cultivate, Binding the Old Gods, and Cathartic Reunion, and the Witherbloom Command, we get to find the other colors. And finding the colors of mana with this build isn't very difficult. So then we're playing Mire Triton and Witherbloom Command and Cathartic Reunion, all with the purpose of filling the graveyard. Witherbloom Command actually serves both purposes. It allows you to mill cards filling in your graveyard, and it also allows you to pick a land from your graveyard and add it to your hand, ensuring that you hit those land drops, and also giving you a little bit of flexibility to fix your mana. Also, this card can target a non-creature non-land permanent with mana value 2 or less, like those pesky Wolf Willow Havens or Maze Mine Tomes, and get rid of those, on top of the effect that we already want. To wrap up our list, we're playing Eye Twitches and Lovestruck Beast, a good blocker in the air that trades for value, and a good blocker on the ground that has 2 parts, very solid, you know the drill. And also these cards synergize very well with our removal of choice, Deadly Brew, which allows us to force our opponent to sacrifice a creature, and we get to sacrifice a creature of our own to fetch either a Quintorius or a Titan's Nest that has been accidentally put in our graveyard by one of our other cards. And that's it for the Quintorius Titan's Nest combo deck. Now I look forward to seeing it in action with some games right now. We are playing Quintorius combo on MTG Arena Standard against Uatu02. Single land, pair of Titan's Nest. But if we draw a red source, we have Cathartic Reunion, but I don't think we can afford that. So we'll mulligan. We'll keep this, shipping a Binding the Old Gods to the bottom of our library. Titan's Nest, that's good. Play the land without a choice. Bright Climb is probably coming in on black, Branch Loft on white. We'll cultivate for red and blue. Blue source. Rogues, potentially? Alright, the Night Witch. So we will play the Grim Climb pathway. And play said Eye Twitch. Then we'll pass the turn back. Do you want to kill the Flying Bat Eye with a Rat's Tail? Probably. Well, if it was in your kitchen, you'd probably scream, but on the playing field, it's not that big a deal. Right, opponent appears to be on is it spells or is it flash? Well, which one is it? Too obvious? Probably. So we'll cultivate. We need culture. Currently we miscast our cultivate. It's something that happens. So the opponent's deck is probably loaded with counter magic, which will make this a very difficult matchup. But with Eye Twitch gone, I think we go for some environmental sciences to add to our curriculum. Tectonic Giant. Well, that's different. This will fix our mana quite nicely without even triggering the Tectonic Giant. So opponent's playing Is It Giants? Calamity Bearer. Now you're talking and scaring me. So we want blue. So why don't we fetch the Katria Triome? Let's play environmental sciences. Fetch a forest. Oh no, yes, we are playing 2 forests. Good. I do like that Eye Twitch. So I'm going to play Heart's Desire. And then use the Deadly Brew to get rid of Calamity Bearer, as well as our token, exchanging it for Night Witch. Opponent does not want to give it to us. Well, we got an extra card out of our opponent's hand. The Spike Field Hazard. Faceless Haven comes in for 4. We will have to take that, as we are quite tapped out at the moment. Opponent plays the Bone Crusher Giant as well. Our non-existing creatures acquired that touch, as we move on to play a Lovestruck Beast and a Titan's Nest, and pass the turn back. Lovestruck Beast, stonewalling pretty much everything aggro. Gonna try to get through. Alright, well, we'll block the land. Squashed. Okay. That's a thing. That goes to the graveyard immediately. And that's a very good top deck. Let's cast Deadly Brew first. Get rid of that Bone Crusher Giant. And then we go to town. And we really need full control for this to work. Just a note, if you try out this deck, if you do not have full control, the deck will not allow you to activate the Titan's Nest abilities. But once you do have full control, you really have full control over the game, that is. How are you going to deal with this, my dear opponent? Your Faceless Haven's not looking that good now. Opponent reads, are they until end of phase? Nope, they're permanents. Opponent kills one. Opponent enjoying the view of the combo before dying to a bunch of spirits with swords. Sure, we can send that to the graveyard. Attack you with everything. Quintorius Titan's Nest. And that's how it's done on MTG Arena Standard with Strixhaven. We are playing Quintorius combo on MTG Arena Standard against Janos. And I hope that that's Janos from One Punch Man, because we're about to kill you with one punch using Titan's Nest. And Quintorius. But before that, we will start by keeping this hand. Yeah, let's go Savai Triumph. We're in no rush against a Yorion player. Witching Well. Okay, maybe not the Yorion type of player that I'm expecting. I was expecting a Sultai Yorion. That does not appear to be the case based on the Witching Well, which is way too early to tell. I would claim Spider Senses, but really it's more Titan Senses. Okay, Love Struck Beast, Love Struck Beast. Do we apply pressure or do we just go straight for the combo? Say we go straight combo. Let's not even fake it. We're just cathartic reunioning into your combo pieces. Opponent's playing Doom Foretold. Alright, we have a Titan's Nest. Actually, we have two Titan's Nests. We are missing some colors. Let's play the Mountain. Is Witherbloom Command here? No, it's Cathartic Reunion. We can throw away a Titan's Nest and a land. We're guaranteed to fetch the land back with Witherbloom Command if we want to. The question is, are you playing board wipes? Bring back Yorion. I'm really afraid of casting Titan's Nest and then getting Doom Foretold. So I really want to go Titan's Nest, Quintorius, combo, blah blah blah, you're dead. All in one turn. Assuming the opponent's not playing board wipes, which the opponent probably is. So which one are we trying to dodge? If only I knew the answer to that. Well, the opponent picked up Yorion, so I'm going to go on a limb here and guess that the opponent doesn't have that fourth land. And so the opponent can't cast Doom Foretold. We'll take that window of opportunity to lose the game to Doom Foretold. Alright. Well, with Deadly Brew, I can sack a Love Struck Beast token to get back the Titan's Nest. Which means I want the most things in the graveyard possible, but I do want that. So it'll be on 6 lands, and it costs too much to do the full thing. Let's go Witherbloom Command. So we'll destroy the wish. It will destroy the eggs. We'll mill. We'll pick back a land. And then we'll call surprise on our opponent. Then we'll play this one on white. We'll pass the turn back. You may trigger your Doom Foretold. We need these 3 cards. Green black's what we need. So we'll discard a Branchloft Pathway to Doom Foretold. Alright, it's our turn again. Cultivate. How slow do we want to play this? Let's go Cultivate. Green and black. Play the black into play. Put the green in my hand. Play the green. Pass the turn back. See, it's not real pressure. You're just faking it. Question is, are you playing counter spells? I hope not. I'm not sure the opponent knows what we're playing. I've seen Cathartic Reunion, Pair of Titans Nest. Alright, opponent Urion's here. So the opponent is going for a lot of pressure. Urion's a bit of a problem. We might just die to Urion. So we're going Heart's Desire. Deadly Brew. Sacrificing the Heart's Desire. Which will allow us to pick back up our Titan's Nest. Play this on green again. Cast the Lovestruck Beast. And pass a turn back. So we take 7, the next turn we'll take 4, so we're still alive on board. Even if the opponent kills a Lovestruck Beast, we go down to 1 from a subsequent attack from Urion, assuming we have the ground covered with Quintorius. Opponent attacks with Urion. Binding the Old Gods. Again, we have the option of slow play. Or we go for it. Yeah, this leaves enough mana for Quintorius. It's combo time. Full control mode. Let's make some tokens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's probably good enough. Gotta ensure that we keep full control because we want to react to what our opponent's playing. No need to attack. The question is, does our opponent have a board wipe? 5/5 Shark Typhoon. Alright, opponent has 9 in the air. And the opponent might have enough blockers. That's the scary part. If the opponent has another Urion, I'll see. Opponent does have 6 cards in hand, but we have a Quintorius Titan's Nest. And we're virtually at 1. But we have a Titan's Nest. And Binding the Old Gods, which will get rid of 1 blocker. Or 1 of Flyers, I guess. Opponent's pondering. Dance of the Mance. What's in there? Shark Typhoon, Doom Foretold, all that jazz. Alright, there's no reason for us to hold back anymore. I'll complete the MTR graveyard. Alright. Twelve 4/2s against a bunch of 4/4s that draw cards. A bunch of flyers. Guess we can kind of calculate now. The opponent has... Oh, the opponent does not attack. So I'll sacrifice Lovestruck Beast, because we can't attack with Lovestruck Beast. This will go in the graveyard. We draw an Endata Triome, which will also go in the graveyard. Now we definitely want to attack with everything. Well, except Quintorius. Do we want to attack with Quintorius? 4, 8, 10 blockers. We'd get in for 8. it's not close. So you have to remove the threat here. And the biggest threat is that 5/5 shark, or the shark typhoon. Probably the 5/5 shark. Move to combat. Hit you with everything but our field historian. Yeah, that's enough blockers. I would rather if you blocked with that Shark Typhoon though. One wants to keep the Doom Foretold. Move to damage. Blow up a bunch of your stuff. Make more. Because that's what we do. And pay blue. I'll cycle. And we get to actually use the mana. Oh no, we don't. Because it's colorless. Yeah. We'll keep this in hand. Fast turn back. Doom Foretold. Your turn to sacrifice something. We still have a pretty solid attack force, but the opponent's back to 7 cards in hand. Another Dance of Demands would probably do it. A Mega Shark, a bunch of blockers. Can still make one more token. Although this time the opponent's at 6, so the opponent does need to block to survive. Do you have a board wipe? You do. Does get rid of Shark Typhoon. Oh no, because that thing is a 6-drop. So I made a mistake, actually, summoning those 2 tokens main phase. Attacks with the Yuri on the Doom Foretold and the Shark Typhoon. Not something which you hear every day. We still have 1 card. So I'll make another token. I'll kill the Shark Typhoon. Almonds of the Seas makes a shark. A baby shark, but still a shark. Scars to the top, always scary. Sacrifice a permanent, binding the old gods, definitely. Cultivate, not what we're looking for. Witherbloom Command. We get to mill 3, get a land back, potentially. The mill tree is the important thing. Then we get to drain our opponent for 2. But I think that's where it ends. Maybe we can find a triome. So let's start with the attack with Quintorius. There's no advantage keeping that one on defense. Get blocked by a shark. Alright, and then we Witherbloom Command, where we drain you for 2, and we mill ourselves. We find back a Zagat Triome. Comes back to our hand, we make a 4/2. We cycle the Zagat Triome, and we get a draw. The draw is a Titan's Nest, which is completely useless. And we will lose to the Yorion in the air. But we get to still make tokens before we die. Let's make a few tokens. Pass the turn back. And maybe the opponent's not gonna attack. There's always that really thin margin of possibility. Elspeth conquers that. Opponent exiles Titan's Nest. Opponent attacks, and we lose the game. But that was a close game. Opponent managed to deal with about 12 to 15 Quintorius tokens. And that should be something to be proud of. For opponent, not for us. It's kind of a disappointment. But still, fun game. We are playing Quintorius combo on MTG Arena Standard against the Q Mage. Probably someone playing on League of Legends and just hitting Q. Alright, opponent's playing Yorion. We are playing Eye Twitches. Or Yet Witch. Whichever. We'll go first. We will keep. We'll play black and green and start the aggro with the Eye Twitches and the Mire Tritons until we hit red, and then we go for the combo, which is our main game plan. There's nothing wrong with aggroing a Yorion player. That's what they deserve. Mire Triton, maximizing our chances of hitting something with Witherbloom Command next turn. And we do find a land. Swamp is not what we're looking for. One plays a Maze Mine down. We will have to play the Witherbloom Command. Oh, actually, that's wonderful. Destroy target Maze Mine town and find a land. Yeah, that's right. It's a pure +1. Targeted removal for that thing that's not supposed to get destroyed. Yeah, there's no green sources here, so I'll just pick the Zaga Triumph. I won't be able to play a Lovestruck Beast token this turn. Let's move on to the aggro phase. With the Bat and a Merfolk. Going to our opponent, who is cultivating. Go on, plant seeds into the land as my army of Halloweenish creature is at your door. Heart's Desire. Lovestruck Beast. Swing for 3. This is all gonna end in one blazing ultimatum, right? Or Extinction Event, or worse, Shadow's Verdict. Well, there goes a Lovestruck Beast. That's fine, it's not a board wipe. So we're going to do it again. Play what you draw. Hit you for 4. Do we aggro out Yorion? Come on. We've aggroed out Sultai Yorion. No board wipes. No board wipes. I guess just killing the Lovestruck Beast prevents me from killing you next turn. And then you get an ultimatum. Elspeth's Nightmare. Not good enough. You still have lethal. You need a Heartless Act or something. Of course, I'm hoping you don't have it, but you probably would have resigned by now if you didn't have it, so I'm guessing the opponent does have something. Probably a Heartless Act. Nothing? Ah, eliminate. Opponent did have something. Well, keep on poking. Play the Eye Twitch. Eye Twitch number 2. Heart's Desire, Lovestruck Beast. Keep it coming. We have a dead card in hand. Opponent's down to 3. Opponent's about to cast an ultimatum, and we're about to lose the game. but we gave it a valiant effort. Our opponent buys back Yorion, casts Yorion, brings Elspeth Nightmare, loses the game! And we got it. Whew. We barely got it, but we got it. Well, if you're gonna kill the Eye Twitch, then you really deserve to lose. But yeah, the game was over anyways. We barely got it, as the opponent blocks the Love-Struck Beast and takes 4. Actually, the Elspeth Nightmare kills 1. Yeah, takes 4. And we win by aggro! Because that's what we do when we're playing Quintorius combo. Win with Love-Struck Beasts and Eye Twitch. It's not a plan, but it works. We are playing Quintorius combo on MTG Arena Standard against Ain't Heart. Alright, I can dig that. Lands of a ton of colors. Mire Triton and Deadly Brew. Let's open up with the Swamp. Let's follow it up with the Island. Let's play that Triton. Send the Titan's Nest to the graveyard. An opponent is on Is It Dragon spells. Is It Flash, I guess. Enigmatic Chandler enters the battlefield. I think I want to get rid of that. So let's use the Deadly Brew to kill the Magmatic Chandler. Opponent opts, finding a lot of Frost Boil Snarls, keeping counter magic up. Well, let's attempt to cultivate. So you have green, blue, black. Let's fetch our missing colors. Then pass the turn back. When cycles Raking Claws. Sounds like the opponent is up to something fishy. Let's put this on black and attempt to cast the Titan's Nest. Titan's Nest resolves. I don't pass a turn back. Sprite Dragon. Pings us for 1. Scry to the graveyard. Well, not really a scry. Sending it to the graveyard. Let's attempt the Binding the Old Gods. Kill that Sprite Dragon. And since we can, let's play a Mire Triton. Keep on milling stuff. Opponent kills it. They still get to mill stuff. Opponent hard casts the Bone Crusher Giant. Yeah, that's good. This allows us to see a lot of cards. No play, it doesn't really matter. And Data Triome on the battlefield. Could play a Deadly Brew, but we'll keep it in hand. Something to discard to the Cathartic Reunion. Curate. Alright. Basically a cantrip. Stormwing Entity. Showing your true colors, spell deck. Hitting us for 4 with a Bone Crusher Giant. Send that to the graveyard. We get to draw. Not what we're looking for. I don't have the second red source. So it did matter what I was fetching. Well, let's discard 2. See what we can find with the Cathartic Reunion. We find a Night Witch. And we also have a Lovestruck Beast. And we have the opportunity to cycle that Zaga Triome. Opponent kills the Night Witch with the Stormwing Entity. I want the introduction to Prophecy. Then I'll pass the turn back. Expressive Iteration. See, the opponent is trying to one-shot us with the Stormwing Entity. See, double damage spell. As foretold with the Raking Claws. But the opponent doesn't have it. The opponent has a shock. And this is gonna hurt. But we're not dead. Witherbloom Command. I think I want this. Alright, Witherbloom Command. I'll mill 3 cards, and you'll lose 2 life. I get to bring back an Indata Triome. Then Introduction to Prophecy. Alright, there's the Quintorius we're looking for. And the Night Witch is also going to help us. So we don't have the black mana open. Anyways, let's go with Quintorius. Exiling 2 cards from our graveyard. And that's your clock. Can you kill us, opponent? Because we have our combo. That's 7. The Expressive Iteration is really strong. Especially in that shell. Free opt. Going to the bottom. Opting again. One's at 11. Hopefully your opponent... no! Opponent has it. And the opponent kills us. We could have made 17 spirits, but the opponent just killed us first. We are playing Quintorius combo on MTG Arena Standard against the Abominator. This is not a good hand, but we do have a Titan's Nest, so we will keep this. We'll go Dark Boar for green, Lovestruck Beast. Zaga Triome on 2, actual Lovestruck Beast on 3, Titan's Nest on 4. That's about the point at which we lose the game. Witherbloom Command does not change our plan. I'll keep it to blow up a Maze Mind Tome or something of the sort. Okay, opponent's on the mirror control. Let's play the mountain. Swing for 1. Aha, small victory. Cast, or attempt to cast Lovestruck Beast. Opponent plays the draw spell. The pressure is on the Abominator. Opponent kills the 1/1, which completely nullifies our game plan. Well, let's go Titan's Nest. We'll go for plan B. Hope that you don't have a way to remove the Titan's Nest. You're taking Witherbloom Command. Now, unfortunately, that thing exiles our graveyard. The opponent's pretty far from casting an Ugin, or something of the sorts. I'm not sure black-blue opponent has much removal for Titan's Nest. Eye Twitch. Yeah, I'll leave that on top. One of the main reasons is because it allows our big bad Love-Struck Beast to get in for some damage. Hefty damage coming through. As a turn back, you get to exile my 1-card graveyard. And it's good riddance for Elspeth's Nightmare. One casts Yorion, draws an extra card. Scratch to the top. Definitely not what we wanted to see. This is awesome. Does it work like I wanted to? Let's find out. Kill Night Witch. Night Witch triggers. We get to learn. And it does not work the way I wanted it to. Basic Conjuration. Yeah, let's go for Basic Conjuration. Yeah, I was hoping we could get the Eye Twitch back, but it doesn't work that way. So I'll go Branch Loft and cast Basic Conjuration. We find another Eye Twitch. But that doesn't quite work either. Because we're out of black mana. At least we've dug our way closer to Quintorius. As our Love-Struck Beast dies a horrible, painful death. If that's a counter spell, then we should resign. Let's dig for Quintorius. That's what we do. Don't care that much about life totals. So we'll go after the Ominous Sea. Opponent negates. That's a little bit of a shame. Let's play this on black. Do I not have a white source? I do not have a white source. This was horrible. Now if we top deck Quintorius, we can't even play it. Opponent beholds the multiverse. Yeah, about that. Hit you with the Eye Twitch. If you could kill it, like spend all your mana and kill the Eye Twitch, not exile, just kill it. Just like that. That would be ideal. Thank you very much, opponent. That allows us to play around some environmental sciences. Fetch that planes that we're so badly missing. Play it. Cast Quintorius. Hold full control. I said hold full control. And now we want to exile 4, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, we want 5. Resolve all. Yep. Okay. Opponent goes after Quintorius anyways. We do have a lot of damage on board now. But the opponent will live. I was pretty sure that was good enough to get the opponent to call even. I'll go to the graveyard. That is not a removal spell. So we'll deal 12. Get you down a 1. Hold back the forest for a potential cathartic reunion. We've passed both of our Witherbloom commands, unfortunately. Opponent needs a board wipes. Opponent's still on the pressure to deal with our creatures. And apparently the opponent doesn't have the answer. And the opponent resigns in the face of Quintorius and the Titan's Nest. As we rank up. I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe. It won't cost you any mana, and it greatly helps to support this channel and keep the awesome videos coming. Until next time, may the fun be with you.